guys, well, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine. I have two Etsy shops. One is CreativeJas Designs. The other one is Twinkleology. If you're new here, please consider subscribing if you'd like to see videos on how I promote my Etsy shop, how I get sales, how I process my orders, how I do my DTG printing. I also do some vinyl, depends, and I also do some cutting on my Cricut maker. When customers do ask me, I do make those as well, but mostly I've been doing a lot of masks since last year. I do that through sublimation. And then I also do DTG, so that's for like onesies and t-shirts and sweatshirts and stuff like that. So if you're interested in seeing how I pre-treat my garments and print some orders that I have for onesies and t-shirts, please keep watching. Here I am, trying to start working at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But they had to come and pressure wash our house, so I had to wait for them to be done. And now I have water all over the sunroom. Don't mind that mess back there. It's a mess. There's Butter. Good Butter, say hi. For those of you who don't know, I use the Viper Mini for pre-treating my garments. I bought it together when we bought the DTG printer. And then Image Armor is what I use for pre-treatment. So dark colors, light colors. So I'm gonna start with light. You always want to make sure you shake it very, very well. Today. All right, so what I do is, for the onesies, since they're so small, I like to put the setting on 60, and then I lower this to around the 7-inch mark. I don't even know if it's inches, but it's width actually, because that's how wide it spreads when it sprays. That's what I've noticed that works best for onesies. But yeah, what I do is I run it through, make sure it's coming through before I start spraying. And then I just spray right onto the garment. And then my setting for, I've been doing 285. I hover it with a piece of parchment paper. So I hover over for 10 seconds. After the 10 seconds, I press it for 5 seconds. Open the heat press again, flip the paper over, press for 20 seconds, lift it up, flip it over again, or if you have, you could switch out your parchment paper. I just do it this way because I don't want to keep wasting parchment paper. And then once I do that, I press it for another 20 seconds, and then it should be dry enough for me to be able to print on it. So that's been about 10 seconds, if not more already. Now I do 5 seconds. Lift it up. Flip it over. And then now I do the full 20 seconds. The reason why why I do it at 285 is because I noticed that when I was doing it at 330, which is what the actual bottle of the pre-treatment says to do it at, it's leaving like burn marks on my onesies, and I don't want to ruin the onesie. Keep ruining onesies. So I decided to, I actually learned this on YouTube, somebody else's video that I watched, and they recommended 285. So that's what's been working for me. All right, so we're back in the room. First thing I do is run a nozzle chuck to make sure that the print heads are good and clear and that the images are going to print clearly. Maybe that's better, that lighting. And then, let's see. How it goes. So, let's see. I did one last night after I did the weekly cleaning, so it should be good. Yep, it's perfect. See how everything looks nice and clear. Since I'm doing onesies first, I have to change my platen out because this one right here is a medium platen, so this is for like t-shirts and hoodies. So I have to get this platen. Right here. If you're wondering what this is, that's my guide to know where the image is going to be placed. So I have printed that out. Just use it as reference. Lower the table, but we'll see. So my first design is a ghost holding balloon, and we're gonna see how this one comes out. I have to be really careful that nothing is lifted. Because if not, then it can dirty your onesie if ink gets on the edges of it. So it's funny, somebody just favorited the same exact onesie I'm printing right now on Etsy. So I have a separate laptop from my MacBook because my printer does not talk with the MacBook that I have. So that's another thing. All right, so this is my program. I'm using AnaRip right now because my color gate has to be registered again because I had to switch computers and they still haven't done that for me. For the onesies, I have to use the large platen, and then my position for height is going to be 3. And then I do about 5.25 for the width. And then I have to resize the height because I know that's too long for that size onesie. So I do about another 5.5. Hopefully it doesn't shrink the image too much. Let's see. Actually, I'll set it to the 5.5 and let it calculate it, the width for me. I don't want to distort it. Then I send it to print. And I don't save it. So then we go here. Now it's gonna print in there. So there's the onesie. Super cute. So that's what it looks like. And then after this, what I do is I go to the heat press and I heat press it again for the 285 for the 20 seconds, and then it's done, ready to package. How cute is that? Little cutie. It's the same thing as the one before. Once it's done printing, I put it on the heat press, press it, and then I get to package it. I'm gonna go back to the room and show you guys how I do the black onesie, because for black garments, like darker garments, the printer actually takes longer because it has to lay like white ink underneath and then the color on top so that it comes out on the material better, because it's not like a white garment where you could just lay color on it and it shows up. So it's a different process. You load it like normal. Printer does what it does. The only thing is that it will take longer to print. It will print the white underbase first, and then it waits about 30 seconds in between to dry, and then it puts the color on top. So it goes into the printer 2 times. So, see, so now it's drying, the ink is drying. So that's what it's doing in there. And then when those seconds are up, it's gonna go back inside. If you can see, you can actually see a little bit of the white ink right there. But it's gonna go back in now, and now it's gonna start laying the color on top. There it is, super, super cute. Holy guacamole, halfway to one. So now, I'll show you guys. It's pretty much the same thing as I do with the white onesies as well. This part is not different. But yeah, I lay it here. And then I press it for the 20 seconds. And then it's ready to get shipped. This is actually for someone that, ever since I opened my Twinkleology shop, which is the baby onesie shop, she's been asking for custom onesies since I opened the shop, and every month, since she makes a new onesie for her daughter, she looks to message me and see if I can do it. So she's been a very loyal customer to me, which I pretty much appreciate. But yeah, that's the onesie. So I put it in here. And then I seal it. And then actually I got a piece of tape, which I have to get. And then what I do is I just tape over the side that's extra right here. And that is what it looks like. So it looks like that. And then this is their order, which I don't want to show their information, but that is the stuff they ordered. They ordered 3 onesies. These are the other 2 that I had made yesterday. And then I put them in the order. I put the order on top, and I put them in one of these little pretty poly mailers that I got off of Amazon. I also clipped a business card to the receipt. I seal it. Let the air out. I put a pretty sticker on the back. And then I put their shipping label on the front, and it is ready to go. And that is how I package my orders. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.